Guys, if you haven't tried Peanut Point peanuts, you gotta do it. Phenomenal.
It is a Lake Martin landmark.
Well, let's ask Peanut what Peanut thinks.
With Miss Peanut Point, Brenda Dunham, and you're going to tell us how to make your famous peanuts today, right?
Yes, I will. Well, first of all, we start with, I travel to Montgomery and I pick up my peanuts at Wright's Produce, and I get them back home, and on Thursday afternoon we load up, and then we prepare to start cooking them. We cook them at home in our big gas tank, and we boil away. It takes 8 hours to boil them, and then when we get them done, we bring them down here on Fridays, and we start selling.
All right. Well, so this is quite the contraption that we all pull up to. Tell us about this.
All right. This is actually our third peanut pot. Well, first of all, my father-in-law had started out with just the black pot, the old kettle black pot. And business picked up, so we had to get something bigger. Then my husband had built a pot out of a pontoon, which was made of aluminum. And so the salt water started eating the holes into the aluminum, so we had to come up with something bigger. So this is one of them.
Oh my. So we're filming on a Friday morning. How long have these been?
We cooked last night. And this is our regular side here. And of course it's just salt and water. And then we just dip them out and we put them in quart-size bags. Mm-hmm. And then this is our Cajun on this side. And of course it has more than just salt, but I can't give that secret recipe. My father-in-law told me a long time ago, he says, never give the recipe, so I'm the only one that has it.
Are you serious?
Well, my husband knows, but that's it.
So why peanuts? How did that start and here? And
my father-in-law was, he's had the place for 30 years. He got into it, and just to pass the time, he just wanted something to do other than just fish. So he started boiling the peanuts here. And of course there wasn't much traffic back then, but it just gave him something to do. We didn't come with him a lot because our kids were younger, and so we, we would come down and visit with him. And then of course as it got busier, he needed more help. So we, he said to keep up the tradition, so here we are.
And when you say traffic, how much of your traffic is by car or truck?
We have a few that come by land, and they'll drive down and pick peanuts up. It is a 5-mile dirt road to get here, so it's not much traffic, but we have a lot of boats that come by, and they just pull up here and get off the boat. And
oh yeah, your traffic jams are in the water,
yes,
not necessarily by
right,
car.
Right,
so
right.
It's great. Well, it's always one of our favorite stops when we have friends or clients and they're trying to learn their way around Lake Martin. You always have to stop at Peanut Point, right?
Definitely, stop by Peanut Point. I have my shirts that I came out with, and then of course our koozies that we have.
Oh,
I have the orange and blue ones for this weekend, and I have the red and white ones.
Very smart.
And of course I have camouflage and different colors, different weekends. So we sell the t-shirts and the koozies along with the peanuts.
Hey everybody, this is Trey with Crew Lending. Hey, I just wanted to point out, financial planners love me because when people come out here and they want to pay cash for their houses at Lake Martin, I at least throw out the idea, hey, let's talk to your financial planner, make sure that makes sense. Because sometimes when you pull out that much money to go buy a house like this, in the long run, it may cost you way more than you think. So call me, let's have a 5-minute conversation, and maybe even loop in your financial planner for a 5-minute call. It's worth it. But hey, call me. We'd love to get you out here at Lake Martin.
I'm Yvonne Dunham. I'm at Peanut Point, and I love Lake Martin.
Hey, this is Brenda. I'm at Peanut Point, and this is my husband Tim, and his father Lewis Dunham was the founder of Peanut Point. This chair that we're sitting in, a customer had come up one day and became real good friends with Lewis, and so they sat out here and they fished and ate boiled peanuts. He made this chair, and right here is in loving memory of Lewis L.D. Dunham.
It's just unreal. The years we've been doing it, we still have new customers showing up, thanking us for being here every weekend. I don't think they could live without them now.
We have people all over the lake that have been here for years and never knew Peanut Point was here. And so they come up, and it's good, that they tell us that, we've never known Peanut Point to be here, but, we love it, and they come back the next weekend. We've had people from Honduras that was visiting come by, a guy from Switzerland last weekend, and have fallen in love with our peanuts. The t-shirts, they asked me if I would mail t-shirts to them, so we mail t-shirts to people all the time. It's just been great. And we hope to keep the tradition up, and we hope that our boys and our grandsons will keep the tradition up as well.
Hi, I'm Kent Stewart with Rely Title, and we are so pleased to be associated with Love Lake Martin. I do want to talk to you a little bit today about a very serious topic, and that's cyber theft. We're seeing a ton of cyber theft in the closing industry, and it's really a scary situation. And what I'd like to do is, if you're getting ready to purchase a home at Lake Martin or anywhere else, never wire money to any closing agent or closing attorney based on an email, because cyber theft is rampant and we're seeing people lose a significant amount of money, unfortunately, every day in this industry. So always look up the number of the closing office where you're going and call them on the phone, verify the bank account number and the routing number of their wiring instructions before you ever send any money. We'd love to be your closing and title company at Lake Martin. We've got 17 convenient offices throughout the state, and we love closing real estate transactions at Lake Martin.
We're from St. Petersburg, Florida. We love Lake Martin.
Doug Hamrick, Russell Marine. I handle our promo boat, 2019 Ski Nautique. We take it around to different competitions, 3 event competitions in the state, or in the South actually. But this weekend we're gassing up, headed to Auburn University Fall Tournament down at Divorce Lake in Valley, Alabama. If you've never been to collegiate ski tournament, you need to check it out. These guys it's very organized and they're very competitive.
Yes.
But they have more fun than they should be allowed to have, as most college students do.
Good.
Auburn puts on a really good tournament. Clemson, probably North Carolina, of course Alabama. Just some of the teams that'll be participating or competing this weekend. It's all day tomorrow. Will be slalom and trick, and then they'll resume trick on Sunday morning and have the most exciting event to me is jump. They have some kids that'll jump over 200 feet off of a 5.5-foot ramp, so going 33.5 miles an hour. So pretty incredible. And they're, again, a lot of fun. If you've never been to one, you need to put that on your to-do list, on your bucket list to get it done.
Well, Russell Marine is obviously synonymous with all the fun boats, but tell us how you are involved with helping the college kids.
I'm involved with Alabama Water Ski Federation to a fair extent. Three event water skiing has kind of gone away from public lakes to private lakes so that the conditions can be controlled better. So I started skiing when I was about 14 years old, and just moved to Alex City, bought a business, got involved back in the boating business, and started water skiing again. Actually, how that came about is my wife, Patty, when my daughter went to college, my wife said, "You can't stay here with me. You've got to find something else to do." So I started water skiing again after 25, 30 years and just kind of fell right into it.
Yeah, good. Well, so Doug was gassing up the boat when we pulled up to River North Marina, and I guess you're going to let them use the boat, the demo boat, this weekend?
I'll take it down this afternoon and map the jump course and the slalom course, and we'll pull practice this afternoon, and they'll get started at 8 a.m. in the morning.
It's fun to be surrounded by other fun, adventurous people, isn't it?
Well, it is, and you know, we do clinics here on Lake Martin. We have clinics elsewhere, and participation with 3-event water skiing involves kids as young as 5 or 6, 7 years old, and we have competitors. Mr. Bill Scouten is in his 80s.
Yes.
So I know everybody knows him, so he competes with us, but regular competitors that are in their 70s. So it's a fun family event, and it's very competitive and a lot of family fun, really.
So to learn more or to look for boats, come see Doug at River North Marina.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That's unbelievable.
It is a lake.
It is a landmark.
Peanut Point. So that was terrible.
You need some more peanuts.
I didn't know you had those jets like that.